Hello, this is Richard, this is Games Freezer, and today, my friends, we are taking a look. We're taking a look at King's Dilemma Chronicles, and we're doing a 10-minute taster on the PC. So, what I'm going to do is click to start and then see how we go. Right, so we're going into a new game. So, point of a 10-minute taster for me to take a look at a game I've never played before and give you some first impressions, and also gives you like a 10-minute taste of kind of what it's about. So here we go. Welcome to the Kingdom of Ankist, a place of daring expeditions, gruesome battles and arcane mysteries. Located in the northern continent of Lywick, Ankist is one of the largest kingdoms of the known world, but it's not the only one. Getting Game of Thrones vibes already. Kingdom of Muir to the northwest, advanced both culturally and technologically. The small and harmless kingdom of Kidlada to the south of its stingy lands. The Republic of Kalpis to the northeast, with commercial abilities beyond imagination. The Kasukian Empire to the distant east, where the Emperor lives in opulence while the people struggle. The southern continent, barely explored, is only known for the fierce ivory desert and the tales and legends shared by the few foreign travellers venturing to our lands. Ankist has been enjoying several decades of peace, but less than 2 centuries ago it was divided into many small kingdoms and raider tribes, conquered in wars or united by diplomacy over the centuries to be incorporated as duchies or marks. Okay. Little is known about what happened before this age of fragmentation, but what we know for sure is that all the lands of the known world were ruled by several lost civilizations throughout the ages. What caused these civilizations to fall is unclear. You are going to assume the role of head of the council, a governing body ruling in the name of the king, located in Libra, the capital city of Ankist. Before you begin, take a quick test to determine the house that suits you best. Right. In a financial crisis, is it moral to sacrifice knowledge in order to save money? No. Oh, got to hold it. Right. Okay. Is it okay to restrict certain religious practices that clash with the established cult? No. If a neighbouring country gets invaded, do we step in to support them? Yeah. With childbirths on decline, do we strongly incentivise families to have children? No. Each house has a different long-term goal and backstory which affects their mutual relationship and affinity. Select info to read more about the 2 houses and make your choice. Right, okay. Bodin, Nemesis. Harmony is acceptance. Dukes of Blodin. Harmony is acceptance. Blodin was once part of the Kingdom of Muir, but in the year 143 its territories passed under the rule of Libra after Muir lost the war against the Kingdom of Ankist. You didn't outlast this change. You are not great warriors and you prefer to obey the laws of someone else rather than face war. It is not difficult to understand why. Your territories overlook the Gulf of Isoeuropa. Your climate is mild and you have abundant harvests and flourishing businesses. Okay. Your people are hospitable and open for almost nothing ever happens in your duchy. Foreigners are welcomed with curiosity rather than suspicion. Fleur, your capital, has a large square as well as numerous paved streets, all remains of the ancient Sabian League. The great lighthouse of Cape Dias was carved from the ruins of an ancient building dating back to the time of the Union of Ceylon. The abundance of time, the availability of resources allows your people to have a marked spirituality and a higher level of education than the rest of the kingdom. Your family is often a patron of the best artists, philosophers and scientists. You are convinced that harmony can be achieved through the union of well-being, religion and science. Nice. Sounds good. Right, okay, and then how do I check my other one? Oh, I see, Olwyn, so that's Bloedin. Right, Olwyn. Info. The mild climate as well as the safe and favourable geographic position of the Duchy of Olwyn enabled its rapid economic and cultural development. Your family has always pushed for a strong investment in technological research and alchemy. Despite having excellent carpenters and your fair share of coastline, you don't have a strong tradition of shipbuilding. That's weird. Your people do not like to leave home, but they constantly try to make their houses more welcoming and safe. Your region has produced many famed scholars, and their knowledge has been applied to most of all to agriculture and medicine. Among the great inventions your people produce are some of the most innovative treatments for human and animal diseases, fertilizers and pesticides. Meanwhile, your great architectural works such as very efficient mills, sturdy embankments and irrigation canals have transformed your territory into an enormous barn that feeds most of the kingdom. The wealth and the well-being spread across all social classes thanks to your architectural and alchemic advancements have predisposed your family and your people to accept novelty and whatever seems to bend the laws of nature as potential resource for improving society. You firmly believe poverty, famine and all disease can be eradicated from the kingdom through ingenuity and knowledge. I'd say I would go with this lot because they seem like doers, whereas the other lot seem bit too spiritual. Right, so Dukes of Olwyn we're going with. Olwyn, so I want to go Dukes of Olwyn. Although I'm not... yeah, go on then, just go with that. Right. A group of scholars in the library recently discovered that the ancient chronicles often blame a black circle, a dark rising sun, a cursed eclipse, or other similar images for causing the demise of many past empires. After observing the similar clues in recent years, historians started speculating about the existence of a secret society that has been leading civilizations to oblivion for centuries. This organisation is referred to as the Black Dawn. Dun dun dun. Some think they are a force of chaos, others view them as an engine for creative destruction, and some view them as the heralds of a new dawn, harbingers of progress and change. Whatever their true nature really is, it seems that a huge battle is coming. As head of the council, you have the power to shape the future of this kingdom, but Black Dawn is lurking in the shadows. Its existence is threatening and yet intriguing. Your role is to inform the king about the decisions of the council, but it is within your power to alter them if you so wish, provided you have enough power. Okay. It's time to begin. A new king is about to be crowned. How will the future of Ankist unfold? Right, let's see how we go. The King's Dilemma. The trumpets strike 3 rising notes and 81 doves are released as Harold V is crowned king by the prior, mother of the cult. Okay. People erupt in a cheer of joy. Our hopes of enduring prosperity are renewed with a new king. Foreign dignitaries from Kasuk, Capias, Kidlada and Muhir crowd the royal castle to evaluate the new king and win his favour. The ceremony is followed by a feast lasting for 3 days and nights along all the streets of Libra, our capital city. A week later, sitting on his throne behind the grand chiselled door of the council room, the new king addresses us for the first time. Any authority is flickering, and power can be a blessing or a curse for those on whom it is exercised, he says. After a long pause, he adds, ruling is an unsolvable dilemma. Right, to the archives. Okay, what are we doing here? The Eclipse keeps track of the 6 storylines of the King's Dilemma Chronicles, advancing with each story chapter. When all storylines are completed, the eclipse will end and the uprising will start. Okay. So it's like a ticking clock. This is a map of the kingdom. From here, choose your next dilemma from the sidebar. Change the zoom level between the entire continent, the kingdom of Ankist and the capital of Libra to read all available dilemmas. These 5 resources represent the status of the kingdom: influence, wealth, morale, welfare and knowledge. Every dilemma will move one or more of these resources, changing the stability of the current reign. Okay. Oh, I see, right. The King's Dilemma, Golden Harbour. The King's Dilemma, Talk. Okay, the Royal Marshal reports to us that the 3 windmills were... Right, let's go with that one. What's this down here? Oh, I see. You can come out like that. Go to Ankist. Go to Libra. Right, I see. Right, okay. Oh, long press to get into it. Right. Golden Harbour. The Royal Marshal reports to us that 3 windmills were set on fire last night along the road between Libra and Golden Harbour. The affected millers are asking for help rebuilding their windmills. Do we fund the reconstruction of the damaged windmills? To solve a dilemma, use your power to make the final decision after the council has gone through the voting phase. Okay. Approving the majority is free, but subverting it would cost you power equal to the difference in votes between the 2 sides. +1. Be careful, if your power reaches 0, the current reign will end. Right, I see. So we're saying that... Right, okay. Solving a dilemma moves the resources on the track as predicted by red and blue gauges. The amount by which a resource moves will be revealed after the vote. Okay. Do we fund the reconstruction of the damaged windmill? Well, it feels like we should, doesn't it? I mean, I don't see any reason why we wouldn't. What is this? Right, we'll go with that. Because it's going to cost me 4 to go against it, and I don't see any reason why we wouldn't. Oh, I see. And then that means that it should just be a hover and show me. Wealth goes down, and our health of welfare of the population kind of goes up and down. Right, okay. Let's go with I. Aye! With the monetary help of the Crown, a small squad of carpenters is hired to rebuild the burned out windmills with the most advanced techniques available. Nice! After the work, we're informed that they noticed the smell of an unknown alchemical substance at all 3 locations. It's awesome. Each time a resource moves, the stability marker to the right... Oh, I see. We'll follow it. If the stability marker ever reaches either end of its track, the reign will end. Okay? Keep all the resources in the highlighted area on track to score more points when the reign ends. Continue. Right, we're going to go to Talk. The King's Dilemma. Long press. Got to get used to that. We're in Talk. The High Commander has received a message from our soldiers stationed at the troublesome northern border of the Mark of Talk. Scaram smugglers are offering to provide us large quantities of red iron, a strange metal that can break even the strongest steel. The army wants the majority of it, but there is a lot of money to be made by trading it. Do we reserve the red iron, strong metal, for the army? With each dilemma, the timer counter on the right will increase. When it reaches a space with the skull icon, the king has 50% chance of dying, or 100% if it reaches the final space. Okay. Okay, do we reserve the red iron for the army? I say we should. That's my initial thought, rather than selling it, because we need to be strong for the battle. Let's do that. strong economy requires a strong army to protect it. The High Commander contacts the smugglers to establish the operation. A steady flow of red iron from the mostly unexplored lands of the Folafua Mountains is supplied directly to the smiths of the army, with only a little remaining for our merchants. Okay. The Scarlet Tide. To thank the king for the prosperous business, the smugglers gift him a masterful red iron sword named Scarlet Tide. That's pretty cool. The army soon elects the blade as its symbol and as a sign of its future power. A significant portion of the imported red iron starts flowing towards the Royal Armoury, and military smiths begin experimenting with new ways of working with the sturdy metal. Because of its exceptional sturdiness, red iron is difficult to mould into weapons and armour, but a few blades are forged for the most elite regiments. Okay, so it didn't benefit everyone, but it benefited some. I like it. So far I'm liking this. I like how it's a bit it's like hold handy. It's holding your hand through these things. A very good kind of tutorial, so you know what is doing what. Whether I remember it is another thing, but yeah, I like it. Very clear. Your moral alignment determines which rewards you'll get at the end of each reign. The rewards can be coins, prestige points, or crave points. The resource track highlights the target area to score points. The more resources in the target area, the more you will be rewarded. Okie doke. Above the resource track, there is a preview of your rewards based on the current position of the resources and your moral alignment. Right. Continue. Right, okay. Well, I think that's going to end my 10-minute taster. I've really enjoyed just dipping into that quickly. And now, look, it's opened up a few more dilemmas, which is really cool. So I'm going to get stuck into those. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. We are most grateful if you like our video and press like, because that really helps us get new games into the games freezer. We can get more games in and take a look at them for you, and let you take a look at something before you shell out your hard-earned pennies. Also subscribe to the channel, really helps us. We're over on Twitter and Instagram as well, so that's @GamesFreezer, and we're also over at www.gamesfreezer.co.uk, which is where we put everything. We've just started our Twitter account as well. We're up to about 1,700 followers on that. Not Twitter, I mean TikTok. We've got plenty of videos on there, so take a look at our TikTok. We're the Games Freezer over on TikTok, so take a little peek. Right, so until next time, my friends, you'll be leaving me in the Royal Laboratory inspecting the first weapons made with the red iron. Goodbye, my friends.